Hello, hello, hello.
This is us.
Welcome to Flosstube number 54.
And should we start by saying thank you to everybody that is continuing to tune in to the Morti and the Brom show.
Yeah, sorry, we're not very prolific at the moment. We're a bit busy.
We have, things going on.
We have a van to fix.
Um,
We've had driveway to do, and the weather's lovely, and we're not out in it. Not properly out.
Cornwall has
we have beaches. This is why we never end up at the beach.
Indeed, Cornwall has a spell.
It's a bank holiday Monday, and the weather out there is
glorious.
amazing.
Blue sky from bottom to top.
In fact, what I might do after this is I might go and film a little clip out there, just so you can
put
see
it
how
in.
nice it is, and we'll drop it in right about here. Can't tell you what it's going to have in it at the moment, because but yeah, you'll probably see lots of traffic going by, and maybe some blue sky, and maybe even a palm tree.
I like that. So, should we start?
Oh, we're off.
Should we start?
I'm on my third cup of coffee. I'm happy.
Oh yeah.
Why is that car stopped outside?
I have no idea. Let's not distract our attention.
He's going now, right?
Thee
got
or
no
me?
finishes. Got no finishes. You got a finish?
I got yeah,
finish.
right.
No, I haven't got
Not
a
this side of a blue moon.
No, I've done everything for Whip Go. Did everything I need to do for Whip Go, but that will be shown in the whips, because they're still whips. None of them are finished.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, thank you to all our subscribers. Got any new ones? Probably got a few new ones. Yes, we've got a few new ones. Hi, Mark. Forgot to mention Mark last time, didn't we?
Oh yeah, Mark. Yeah. Well, hey. And John looks out.
John too.
He's not a stitcher, but he looks out. John, yeah.
Okay. No.
Nah.
Right. I think a combination of coffee and tired at the moment. Right. Yes. Marley, what are you doing?
Me or thee?
Marley, hang on. Yes. You're not going behind the telly. You're not going on the telly. Come on. Move. Something over there has absolutely got his attention.
Oi. No.
Psst.
Not going there.
Right. No. Moving on. It's all right.
Marley the Cat Show.
Marley the Cat Show. I had to rescue a hair tie from him earlier because he had a hair on it still. But you know when you pull it out of your hair, you pull the hairband out, and it had hair, and it rolled up into a little ball, and and he caught the hair on his tooth, and it was dangling, and he was trying to play with it, and I was like, no, you'll choke. So I had to go and wrestle it off with him.
There was anyway.
The other Dark Lord.
I'll go, shall I?
Yes.
How many you got? Have you got four? Have you got four?
I've got 3. And only 2 of them are here. One I'm going to do by photographs because we've talked about this.
Okay, here we go. Then I'll do me.
Yes.
Okay. So first one up is Country Magic Stitch.
Designer.
It's Country Magic Stitch.
Yes.
Welcome to Tatooine. Last time you saw it, it looked like that. And now,
Have you done much on it since last time?
enough so that they can now see what's wrong. I made a mistake
okay.
very early on, and I'm waiting for somebody to.
I'm not sure you did, you know.
Yes. So it's now looking like this. It's just more orange, but
orange.
it's starting to look like Le Tower, isn't it?
Jabba the Hutt's palace.
Indeed, a palace. Yes, a palace, round like he is.
I still don't see no mistake.
Good. Okay. There is.
There is. Okay.
Oh yeah, glaring, absolute glaring. Anyhow, this is stitched on a 14 count Ada. There's room in everybody's life for a bit of Ada.
It has its place and purpose.
Exactly.
For this sort of piece, yes.
Exactly right. Words are difficult sometimes.
English, please.
Yeah. DMC throughout. And I'm 2 over 1 on this piece of lovely fabric.
I'm sort of convinced that that's 14 count, but
You always question my count, but there you go.
It just always seems to me
Put it
like
close to the camera and let them decide. Is that 14? Does that look like 14 to you?
It might be.
Yeah,
It
well, there
might
you
be.
go.
Maybe it's just I expect it to be bigger.
Maybe.
The common story, actually.
You're on form today. Put it down. That's that one.
You know,
Okay,
pieces
next
of cake, cups
up
of coffee and all that.
is the Modern Folk Embroidery Dwarven. Last time you saw it, looked like this. But now, after a little bit more stitching, it's looking like this. Yes. Starting on, I finished the black fill-in down the bottom here. So the lightsaber is attached to the axe head, you know. And then I started doing the Celtic work, the knot work that's inside this blade.
Oh, we forgot something. So, by the way, today's May the 5th.
Yes,
Yesterday was May the 4th.
yes,
Star Wars Day.
yes.
May the 4th be with you. But today's also Star Wars Day because it's Revenge of the 5th.
Revenge of the Fifth.
So this is why he's got lightsabers on the brain.
Yes.
Laser brain.
Laser brain. How do you get me to think with that sort of insult? So here we are. That's yeah. So over to Morti now to do some more of her magic stitching on it. That's it.
Oh, yeah, sorry, no.
That's it.
That kind of over to Morti.
Stitched on even weave Zweigart Marano, 32 count, colourway Stormy Night. We're using 3799, and it's a flipping joy to stitch.
Yes. I liked it lots.
I like it lots too.
I like it lots. But I've got a lot on my plate at the moment.
Indeed.
Lot
You might
on my
not
plate.
see it again for a while.
Yes. No, quite.
So next up,
Do we want the board, please, for this one? Please. Please, please. Oh, big board. Biggest borders. Right, you do your thing.
and I'll do
And
my
I'll-
thing.
I'll start.
Okay, so this is Night Spirit Studio. You know this well. Jeweled skeleton jester. Although you will see the queen.
And the king. Oh,
No, you won't see the king today.
Oh, no, it's broken. Oh, no. What have I done?
Talk amongst yourselves while
What have I
Morti
done? My hook's come undone. Up, that way up. There we go. Got it. No,
repairs the clasp.
no, that's come off. That's no good.
It's a
That
14.
pants.
It's a 14 count black
Talk among
Ada.
yourselves. Yep.
Using the DMC colours that were requested in the chart, and I'm going 3/1. Yeah, 3/1. Let's talk about 3/1 for a bit. Sometimes they lay down all alongside next to each other, and it fills the square beautifully. Sometimes they don't. They just make a big bulbous mess.
Oh, what about that?
And so, yeah, just going 3/1 didn't really work for filling. So I've decided in future, if it's not filling well, use a bigger count fabric.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
bigger number, smaller count.
indeed, indeed,
Smaller holes.
indeed, indeed. So yeah, that's sort of the development of my stitching. That is, I suppose, and moving me along in my ability to cope. Yeah, so here we are.
Looked like this last time.
It did look like that last time, and now it looks like this. Oh, you will see the king. I forgot I took it off there.
Yeah.
So there you go. So the jester's dais is almost done at the top. The join up here was a bit tricky to work out. It held me up for a bit, so there's not as much done down that far side. Because obviously it wasn't charted to be joined. So
It's alright, my eyesight is pants.
I had to sort of make it up. Once again, development of you as a stitcher, isn't it? When you have to sort of work things out.
I think we need to cut the boards down a bit.
I think we need to cut the boards down a bit, darling. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I've got a better idea. Maybe turn it sideways.
Good idea. Didn't I give it to you sideways?
No.
So, everything's said, really. I love stitching on this. This comes to the truck. This is the one that comes to the truck. Although this week it's having a this week it's having a week off because I'm going to take Tatooine with me. And stitch some on that. And then maybe you'll see it in 4 weeks' time when we do another one.
Cool.
Yep. Cool. Thank you very much for struggling to get that on the board.
It's all right. It's just the one the orange bit on the clamp popped off.
Orange? It's red.
Red, sorry. Let's done it again. Keep an eye on that. Make sure the cat doesn't go for it.
And my last one for today, haven't taken it out of the Q-snap because we're in a corner.
Much.
You're not missing much, it's just the border. This is a long dog. This is long dog high and dry. It's on a piece of Permin of Copenhagen linen. A 32 count in Twilight Blue. And it looked like that last time.
You make it such a performance. You know, you're an orator.
I know.
This time,
Here it is.
what's that now?
Yeah. You know what this is. It's lots and lots of stitching.
Look,
It's, you know,
we all have lots and lots of stitching.
it's a long dog, isn't it? You just put stitches in and put another stitch in, put another stitch in, and it looks beautiful. The charts are delicious.
We still aren't quite learning the need to wash our hands thoroughly each time and scrub them clean.
Oh, yeah, if you look carefully, we've got grubby white, me and white. I shouldn't ever stitch in white, but there you go.
It'll be all right once it's washed.
So working up here to finish this off, and then I'm going to obviously fill in this little section here.
When did you wash your hands?
Just now when doing
Okay.
dog stuff and cat stuff.
That's fine.
and-
It's fine. It's just I just could imagine you having
No.
handled something
No,
and then
clean.
you're rubbing your fingers all
clean.
over the white.
I'm clean. So there we are. It's my white.
It's your white to run your hand all over it.
Exactly.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, so this will develop and develop. Trying to do Long Dog Sunday each week, and then obviously Long Dog June.
Oh yeah, June dog.
June Dog.
Yeah.
So that's coming round the corner. Watch out for it, because straight after June comes Christmas.
I suppose I could start my long dog in June. But it's a Christmas one, so
Doesn't matter. It's a long dog, isn't it?
yeah, okay.
That would make a good excuse for me to have a Christmas start. If you're starting at Christmas.
Yeah, I suppose.
Ah.
But yeah, that implies that I've got a couple of other things well underway by then as well.
So that is me for the day. 4 weeks ago, you saw. For those of you that are not familiar with the story, I spend all week away in a truck. I only take one project with me, so I don't get much variety of stitching at home for the 2.5 days that I'm home. Hence, I'd love to have more stitching to show you. Sadly, that's it.
And it's not going to be very much for the next few months anyway, is it?
Because my time will be on the van. If you show them a picture of it.
Yeah, I'll put a picture here. So we've got this beastie on our driveway now.
Yes!
We've nicknamed him Gomez. He's not always going to stay blue. He's going to be, well, we're going to goth the van up.
Gonna go off the van.
He's going to be black and purple and grey and pinstripes and maybe a bow tie somewhere. He needs a bow tie somewhere,
And a
doesn't he?
moustache.
Moustache, yeah. Over the bonnet.
Over the bonnet, yeah. Big moustache on the bonnet.
Oh, yeah. And maybe we get the
It's not
blind,
stitching, darling.
but the blinds that we pull down the front need to be eyes.
Yes. You can get eyes now that flash.
Yeah.
Lights.
Anyway, so
Over to you.
so you're going to be quite busy doing all that sort of thing.
I am.
Because
We have a deadline.
we've got deadlines. We've got two deadlines. One, we've got to be able to drive the van and sleep in it by the end of the month because we're going to a festival. And then we're planning on taking the van with us
Now,
to
the van will definitely be
Switzerland.
ready for Switzerland, Austria.
You think
Definitely.
so?
God, yeah, that'll be completely finished.
So when we go to Stitch Basel, we've got to find a campsite that we can go to. I think I found one.
You talk about it as much as you like, still not stitching.
Stitch Basel. We need to
Stitch
find
Basel,
we need to
yeah,
find
yeah.
a campsite in Basel, and
do.
I think we found one in the south, Waldorf or something it's called, because the one that's right in the middle of Basel is closed permanently. I think that's probably because they're not allowed to drive in anymore.
Indeed.
So yeah,
Helicopters only.
helicopters only to go camping. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do, which means we can take as much stuff as we like with us, within reason.
Everything, the whole craft room.
Yeah. So
Made a discovery the other day. I think a Type 2 fits in the back of our van.
Type 2 fits in the back of. Oh no, word.
I think.
Right. Okay. Right. So for me, the last time we were sat here, we've just had Whip go called like a couple of weeks before for April, and it called 4 and 9 or something like that. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. But it called That Which Does Not Kill Us for me.
Joy.
Basically 5 days on That Which Does Not Kill Us, 5 days on the Pirate, 10 days on my Chatelaine, which is I didn't actually count up how many days I actually stitched. But I did more than 10 days on the Chatelaine. No, I didn't. I did 10.
It is looking fabulous.
No, this is not. This is That Which Does Not Kill Us. Last time you saw it looked like this. And now...
Looks like this.
So, we actually have got the purple filled in. I think the last picture will show one of these flowers. If you go in a bit closer, my lovely. It's meant to be foxglove, digitalis purpurea, I think that says, doesn't it? Yeah, that was fun to stitch. Once I eventually got my groove, I was there. You can come back out a bit now. Once I got my groove going, it was all right. And then I finished the bottle, and then I cracked on with the next one, and I got all the bottle done and the filling.
Incredible.
And that's aconite, I believe. Hemlock.
Are you getting
Was it wolfsbane?
to grips with this
Wolfsbane.
fabric finally?
Not really. It is still a struggle. It is 32 count linen in Salem colourway from Primitive Hair. Love Isabel's fabrics normally, but this one has been a real struggle to work with because it is buttery soft. And it's got quite a loose weave to it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't... These flowers, the foxglove, they were really difficult to do because they're really quite complicated.
And
but these were much easier, and I was able to just trot them out in about 2 days, whereas that took me like or something. I ended up doing 6 days altogether.
is it all DMC?
No, actually. Most of it is DMC, but I did substitute. There's a pink and a purple that is used here normally and each flower is either purple or pink. But I had seen somebody else on the Urban Stitches
That
group.
wobble was the dog getting up, people. Sorry if you just went racing for the rail.
Yeah. I had seen someone else on the Urban Stitches page. Could you pull that back again? Because you're blocking the light. I need to put other lights up, I think.
You've got some.
Yes, I need to think about that. I'd seen people using this. Sorry, I've been getting round the subject. This is sulky. And I think it's a 12, it's a 12 weight sulky blendable. And I'd seen other people doing it on the Urban Stitches page. And it's just brilliant. It just was, it was lovely to stitch with, but it naturally gave this beautiful sort of variegated effect. I'll put a close-up picture of the flowers in there in a minute. But
Very cool.
yeah, so there's that.
Looking very
good. I didn't
good.
count the number of stitches because this is too painful to stitch as it is without then trying to work out how many stitches I've done. It's lots.
A few. 1, 2, 3.
But it had
So
6
many
days,
lots.
I think. 6 days on it.
Wow. Well done. Your perseverance is much admired.
Yeah, I just need to... I think I've only got 2 more bottles and then I've not got any more charts, so... You need to rummage around in your inbox, probably. Hold on. There you go, all done. Right. The other 5-day whip go call was for the pirate. Oh dear. Okay, this could be
Yeah, you've done the
interesting.
parrot, so you haven't taken it.
Yeah.
Your preparation is
I've just realised.
slack today.
It's a little slack. I'll do that because that makes it... It's not ideal.
Oh. Here's the people they put on the finest to come and watch us, and we're not ready.
They don't mind. They don't mind,
Just
do
have a sip
you?
of coffee because my throat's dry.
You have a sip of coffee over there, my lovely.
There
Here
we
we
go.
go. We'll take it off the Q-snap. It's not pressed, literally just fresh off the Q-snap right now.
I've been talking too long. My coffee's gone cold.
Oh, that means mine
So
is
is
as
yours.
well. Right. Last time you saw the pirate look like this, and I think I remember saying last time I haven't quite finished the parrot. You good? And we're now waiting for you. There we go. Right, so this is what we looked last time, and now we look like this.
I should have sailed it in, shouldn't I? Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, but you could sail it in from the other side. Right, so I am now, we now have a full parrot with his hat. I finished off the top of the hat. Did I do the white? Can I have a closer look back, please? Yes, I filled in all of the white for the hat, and I filled in the white for the head, and then worked down here, and we've got the outline of his coat. So we've done a reasonable amount on that.
Fabulous. Seeing how super this looks, and obviously Kevin Avacchio Whip is stitching a Snowman pirate, isn't he?
Is he?
I think he is.
Did he do the poltergeist pirates?
He did do the
The skeleton ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
They just look fabulous.
Yeah.
I can see one on my horizon.
Yeah. So I think when we did our last Flosstube, which was on the 6th of April, I'd already done 2 days of my whip go days on this, and I have managed to put in 854 stitches since the last time. I think we've done 270 before, so that was 1,124 stitches in total for whip go for him.
Cool.
And he's 5 days again this month, so I'll be working on him this evening.
Down to David Jones's locker.
You might not have heard that. You were very quiet.
That's a very rare thing you say about me.
I know. Happens once in a blue moon. Mind you, it doesn't happen once in a blue moon. It happens every night as soon as you fall asleep. Yes. And even then you can't be guaranteed he's going to be quiet. He was laughing the other night in his sleep. I don't know what it was.
Got anything else?
Yes. Poison Garden Mandala. I am still filming for Chatelaine Saturday. I'll be careful how I say that. Chatelaine Saturday.
Cat Street.
I think the next one will be up next week.
That was a joke.
Yeah. Oh, Chatelaine. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
Boom, ching.
Right. Last time you saw it to look like this.
In all its glory.
Yep. And now it
Looking
looks
good.
like this.
That's fab.
There's a substantial amount of movement on this. So I did 10 days
1, 2,
in
3, so many lots.
10 days in April, and it got called again for this month.
That's fab.
And I have already done, I think, 5 days on it this month.
Yeah, proper lovely.
And I will just keep going. I will dig out Simon's Lament because I sit here to do Simon's Lament, but I'm up in the craft room for the Chatelaine because it stays up there away from pets, mostly.
Not strictly true.
Yeah, well, the cat comes in, but the dogs don't come in so much.
No.
If you hear that noise, that's
our dog molting.
It's molting season, and the house looks like tumbleweed. It's got drifts of snow everywhere. Yeah, sorry. So we digressed. Yes. So
as always.
So it's looking like this now, and as you can see, a lot of development. I've done lots of rows of there's lots of cross stitching that's gone in since you last saw it. There's also been Jessica stitches have gone in. All the beading's now complete. Not all the beading is complete, but the bit I was working on. So that's all done, and we're into a completely different colour now. So we've moved away from purples and blues and greens, and we're now on taupe.
Very cool.
It's a silk lame braid. There's 10 stitches at the top there that you can see in the top right hand side.
Do I sense you're not enjoying stitching with that?
What, with the taupe?
Yeah.
No, I just think it's funny.
Oh, it's funny.
It's
oh,
taupe.
okay.
I've been stitching on aubergine and deep blue sea and bluegrass and taupe. And it's a sparkly taupe too.
Sparkly taupe.
Sparkly taupe.
Cool. Okay, doke.
It's like nude, really.
But no, it is. Walking into the craft room and seeing it on the chart, on the frame there, is just a joy.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And then we're going to take it with us when we go up there, aren't we?
Yeah.
When it's done, in about 10 years.
Hmm.
If I keep going at the rate I'm going, I might have it done next year.
You could sideline everything and do a belushi on it.
Well, I could.
Just do it every minute.
Yeah,
Because it's
but I
set
would.
up, put your bum in the chair and stitch.
Yeah, which
Get
is
it done.
kind of what I've been doing.
Cool. You can tell.
Yeah.
Lots done.
So that's all the stitching, but I do have a non-stitching update. So the last time you saw the homebody cardigan, it looked like this.
Ooh.
Still doesn't look much like a cardigan. I was showing it to my sister last night. Hi, Pauline, if you're watching. And she's like, oh, I get it now.
There's a ball of wool around the wrong side.
I know, there's a ball of wool wrapped around the light. Hang on, let me just
Yeah.
get that. Oh, right. I think I'm on my 3rd ball of wool.
Can I be of assistance?
Yeah, well, you kind of can, yeah. So start off by holding up. This is where we're at now with it.
Do I
You
have
might
to
need
come
to
all the way
lean
back
back.
here?
Yeah, so we've got this big hexagon I can't really tell that it's a hexagon because it's...
What part of the garment is this?
Well, that's exactly the question that my sister asked. That is part of the sleeve, part of the front and part of the back.
Ah, okay.
So here's where we fold from. So I've got a little dangly here. You might be able to just about see it. Little mermaid. So that is the point at which we fold. This is what happens. This is the magic of a hexagon cardigan. So we fold that. And then we put this side.
Oh my word.
To this side.
Oh God, look at that. In front of my eyes, magic just occurred.
So this is the sleeve. And this is the body.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm almost at the point where I'm going to stop.
And it's a cardigan.
It will be a cardigan. Almost at the point where I'm going to stop.
So you now do another hexagon this side.
I will do, yep. I think I'm going to put another 2 rows on.
Right.
So that it's a very baggy cardigan. It's meant to be baggy and bulky and what have you. And then we start adding extra bits for the length of the sleeve, because obviously if I put that on me,
yes,
it only just about reaches my elbow.
And equally not very long either.
And not very long. So you then put an extension on the sleeve.
I get it.
An extension on the bottom.
Nice.
And where the back is, you put a couple of extra rows in the back to join the other side.
2 pieces together. That's very clever engineering.
It is. It is. It's brilliant.
Just that was incredible.
Yeah.
You folded it. I was like,
And
wow.
suddenly, bing. Yeah. Yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, I get it now.
Get it now?
Yeah.
That's fab.
So, yeah, that's my beach warm cover-up.
Very
It
nice.
needs to be a large size cover-up.
Have to get a bigger trolley.
A little bit of fluff.
They don't need to know that.
A bit of fluff.
So what else we got?
That's it, really, as far as stitching is concerned.
Normal watchings, the people I normally watch, Stitching with Liz and Accio Whip. Who else have I seen this week? Started Onyx Storm.
Some new people. Started reading Onyx Storm.
I'm a bit in.
Okay.
You know, I'm a bit behind everybody else, but I'm a bit in.
I've just finished Court of Midnight or something. I can't remember. Crystal, no. I've thrown a glass and whatever the next one is, I've just finished. And I also just finished Herringbones and Hexes, the Vampire Knitting Club. I like those. They're soft, gentle, fluffy. Yeah.
And I'm reading Queen of the Damned, not fluffy.
Not fluffy. And I'm reading the Lost Witch, and I nearly was going to... who wrote The Lost Witch? I'll put her name at the bottom here because it's semi-unpronounceable. Siobhan Lane or something. But it's spelt not like Siobhan. It's spelt...
Once you know how to say it, it's easy, but when you first come across it, it's a difficult...
No, it's a word that it's a name that sounds like it should be spelt differently to the way that it is.
Ah, okay.
But it's not spelt the way that you expect
Stick
it
it
to
out
be
and have a look.
Yeah, I don't know.
Makes sense to people. Let's not drag this one out.
Shush. I'm trying to think. So I've started reading this Lost Witch, and it turns out it's a young adult's story. And I was like, oh, do I really want to read about a female main character that's only 16? You know, I wouldn't have to be her grandmother. I am, actually.
You are.
Literally.
Yeah.
So do I... But it turns out it's actually really well written. Because then when I actually worked out for Goodreads to put how much I've actually read, it worked out 44%. I was like, oh, how did I get to 44% so quickly?
Yeah, that's a good read.
So it's actually...
Get to that stage.
It's a good write.
That's a good write, yeah, exactly right. Well written.
And I've got a box set of 5 to read. So,
very good.
So, yeah.
Committed then.
I am now committed.
Committed.
Yeah. I'm committed now.
Yeah.
In terms of haul, you don't need me to show you a DMC that's been purchased, because
nice colours.
they're nice. They're just colours. But I have got fabric that I bought. So I've got a big piece here.
That looks a bit cardboard.
It's not. Well, it is quite tough. It is.
Wow, that nearly stood up by itself.
I know, but it creases really easily, but it also presses out really easily. So I've pinched the middle there at the moment.
Gosh.
It's been serged. I need to stitch it onto a scroll frame. This is going to be my Halloween Advent piece.
Aha.
And I am going to... Oh, I've got fluff
Whose
in the eye.
Advent are you doing?
It's not really it is and it isn't, and I can't remember the name of who it is, but again I put it across the bottom. I bought it from Etsy, and I've decided it's not so much going to be a surprise advent. It's like Adelaide Stitches did last year, but a different one. You'd have to go back and watch it. Anybody who watched Adelaide Stitches will know. But this one, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I'd really like to do that. But the bottles are sort of 400, can be up to 400 stitches each. So it's a
And we're once bitten, twice shy on bottles, aren't we?
Yes, but these are easier because it's on Ada.
See? Purpose for everything.
So I'm going to do...
Ada?
Yes, it's Ada. It's 16 count.
Wow, look at that.
16 count Zweigart. Yes. Now that I'm looking at a 16 count, my eyesight is dreadful. 16 count Rustica Ada from Zweigart in the colourway Oatmeal. I'm doing the frames. I'll put a picture of it up here. I'm going to do the frames ahead of Halloween because otherwise I really won't get the bottles done if I'm spending all my time doing frames.
Sometimes.
Yes.
When people put fabrics together and they dye them and make them and colour them and give them a colour.
Yeah.
Great names. But you think, I'm not sure I agree. Where did that come from?
Yeah.
But they called this one Oatmeal.
Perfect.
Yeah. Bang on.
There's little dark flecks in it.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah, I was just thinking you don't get the effect on screen, I don't think, but yeah. Wow.
You stitched the mandala, I think. Was it the mandala? Or something else?
I did.
The quacker on a green Rustico Ada.
I did. It was fabulous.
Yeah.
It was fab.
Yeah.
Loved it a lot.
Yeah. And then I also bought this fabric, which isn't already gridded. Well, I say gridded. I put an 8-2 line on it. So those lines are 8 stitches and the gap is 2.
That's fine.
And that is that's a 28 count even weave.
And sparkly.
Yes, it's an opalescent even weave in.
Wow. What's going on there?
Something I can't talk about. I can show you the fabric. Can you sparkles?
That sparkles well even on screen.
Yep. But I'm stitching a secret project, which you won't get to see until later in the year.
Secret.
It's very pretty. There's one.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
There's one other person out there who knows what I'm stitching.
Hello, you.
And she's done almost identical purely by accident.
Oh, really? No way.
Yeah, she's
Like mines, you see?
Yeah, like mine's.
Like mines.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, you let me touch it. There'll be muck on it somewhere now.
I did. Yeah, I've got to find a Q snap big enough for that one.
Okay.
So that's it. We're done.
Cool. Happy with that?
Kind of. As I've said, Whip Go May is 19 and 5. 5 days each on Pies and Garden. Siren's Lament. There's no other page. Boys and Garden. Siren's Lament. The Pirate and Alluring Sorceress. All the blues are out.
All the blues are out again.
Are out.
Nice.
Now. That's it. When will we next be up? First weekend in June, we're away. Van Life Festival.
Are we going to film it away?
No, Van Life Festival. We'll be van lifing 2nd of.
We have an hour to bugger off.
We could, but do you really want to pull all your stuff with us? Not really.
No.
But we'll film from there and then we'll video when we come back. The weekend after. So the next Flosstube, if we don't do one before,
5 weeks.
we could do one the weekend before.
Yeah, let's do one 3 weeks. Let's
On
be
the
different.
25th of May.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
20th of May?
25th of May.
25th of May?
Yeah.
Okay. 25th of May.
25th of May. We could do it on the 26th.
Why would you do that?
Well, because it's Bank Holiday Monday.
You'd be busy.
I won't be that busy.
I don't know. You never know why I turn up.
Okay. He's being all cryptic. It's my birthday. Right. Well then, can you say the word?
25th. Yeah, we hope you stay happy, healthy, wise and well.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell.
That's
We
right.
will see you.
Bit West Country with the light then.
I didn't like.
You did?
Did I like?
Sorry, should we go again?
No, we've done it once already. It's fine. We will see you on the next one. Bye.